You're watching the final of the Individual Darts League Open held at Riley's Victoria between David Warzrewski and Scott Marsh. To find out more information about how you can join the Individual Darts League, visit theidl.co.uk. Well, a good final in store here between two very close friends and teammates from the Kent Super League, and two players that are essentially enjoying some of the best darts of their lives, and as you can see they're off to an excellent start here. First to 6 legs will take the title this evening. Yes, Marsh went to Q School and the first weekend of Challenge Tours and very nearly qualified for the Belgian Darts Championships, and his teammate, who we do have permission to call Wazzy for this purposes of this interview, and is his nickname, which always helps. Well, Wazzy is playing a lot of darts at the moment, plays for 2 Super League teams in different counties and plays regularly for London. So, a good game in store here, and both off to a very good start. We could just screenshot those averages there in the bottom right hand corner. I'm sure both of them will be very pleased. But 81 needed for Marsh, 72 remaining. Well, we'll just look to set it up and hope that Wazzy doesn't take out 108. Started this leg, remember. Treble 18 needed for bullseye, not quite. So Marsh then for a break of throw early on in this match. Tops needed. Well, a 13 dart leg, and that's exactly the sort of thing we were saying. Marsh enjoying a very purple patch in terms of his form at the moment. As I say, came within a cat's whisker of qualifying for the Belgian Darts Championship. Travelled all the way over there to take part in the associate qualifier just a couple of weeks ago. And there he beat Patrick van den Boogaard, Rene Idams, remember him from the World Championships a couple of years ago, nearly beat Michael van Gerwen. Took care of Alan Norris and the very talented Danny van Tripp, and he just lost out to Wesley Plazier at the final hurdle. Well, Wazzy looking pretty good here to put some pressure on Marsh and attempt to immediately break back. As I say, these two are teammates. They both play for the fantastically named Footscray Thrushes. I'll have another go at that. The Footscray Thrushes. Not as good as name as the Snodland Scorpions, I would argue. All of these are genuine in the Kent Super League. Tunbridge Turtles are in there as well. And Wazzy is down to a finish first here. And the trebles have just escaped Marsh in this leg, as he looks to double his lead. And that was on there for a second. But was he pretty well placed here? As Marsh needed another treble to leave a double, but again, some very good setup play from both of them. Double 4 for Wazzy to break back. Last dart in hand, and these two are back to all square. Yes, just a bit more information about Wazzy. He plays in 2 Super League teams in different counties, which is quite some commitment. Anyone that plays the Super League will certainly be able to relate to what a commitment that is throughout the autumn/winter. Plays for, as we said, the Footscray Thrushes, where he's second in the rankings. And the number 1 ranked player, well, that's his opponent here, Marsh. And he also plays for Welling in the First Division in London, where he has 13 wins from 18 and is ranked a respectable 15th. So, well known in the south of England and certainly used to playing at a high level, and that all stands you in good stead when you're playing for money in finals like tournaments like this. And Marsh is pretty well placed here for what could potentially be the 3rd break of throw in a row. A treble or 2 would help him. Well, nice use of the bullseye with his last dart, and that sets him up for a 2-darter. Was he hoping to apply some pressure but can't quite find a treble? So Marsh well placed. Well, we think that's a chalker error actually, so we think that Marsh is actually on 36, but the chalker has it as 18, so double 9 for Marsh. Pins it with his first dart, 16 dart leg, and just a bit of discussion there between the two of them, but Marsh leads now 2-1 and hoping to cement that because it is his throw. Well, a bit more information about Marsh because, as I was saying earlier, he's enjoying some fantastic form at the moment, and I'd have to say he's probably one of the unluckiest players in terms of his performances at Q School and the Challenge Tour, because statistically at Q School, out of the 850 players, and it's such a bonkers number when you think about it, isn't it? 850 players across the UK and European tours. He is ranked 23rd in terms of averages, which is very impressive. But he in fact only won 4 games and he lost 4 games on the 4 days. But the calibre of player that it took to knock him out was quite something. He averaged 92 losing to Peter Jakes, who won a card. Averaged 95 losing to Damon Heta, World Series winner of course. He also won a card. Then he lost out to Greg Ritchie, who's a very talented young player, and of course world finalist Jim Williams. So just goes to show, if the luck of the draw doesn't go your way at Q School, it can be very tricky indeed, can't it? But Marsh, as he's showing here, well, I wanted treble 18 or single 18. Just look to set it up now, but as we say, Marsh showing here the kind of form and kind of stats that those figures suggest from when he was at Wigan a few weeks ago. Double 16 for hold of throw, first one of the match, and certainly nothing wrong with the finishing here in this game so far. Every leg being killed off within their turn when they are given the opportunity at a double. Mozzie will just have to be careful this game doesn't get away from him here, because Marsh is used to being in these positions at the moment. Yes, you can follow Mozzie's progress in his darts and throughout the year on his Facebook page, which is Wozzie's on Fire, which is a fantastic name for a page, I have to say. And Marsh is backed by the TCL stable, so you can follow him on there. Nice 140 from Wozzie, and that does put the pressure on again. And double sorry, not doubles, trebles have deserted Marsh in this leg, and well, was he hoping to hold his throw for the first time in this game, and certainly well placed to do that here, because he will have a further 6 darts because Marsh is not on a finish and he's probably written this leg off. Tops. Well, there we go. As I say, the finishing has been very, very good in this game. And it's back to just the one leg between them. Well, there we go. That's a good way to start a leg, is it not? Nice solid 140. Nice treble with his last dart there, Marsh. Yeah, so just a bit more information. He went to the Challenge Tour, that never-ending Challenge Tour on the week after Q School in Wigan, and statistically again he was ranked 11th out of 345 players, which was quite something. And he won 6 games on the first 2 competitions there. Included a fantastic victory over Stephen Burton, where he was 4-1 down and then hit 5 180s. Oh, another treble would do nicely. Well, 2 treble 19s would have left the bullseye, but still well placed here. Was he back on 2-4-1? Needs a big score, but can't quite get it. But nice last dart. So 12s or 20s. Oh, double 18. Double 9. Well, that's the first turn of missed doubles. We wanted treble 18 there, was he? And that would have left the double. So, double 9 for Marsh. Is that an awkward blocker? Getting closer. You can see the frustration there. 5 darts for a 4-2 lead, and once he levels it up, Tops has been his friend this evening so far, and with 3 apiece. And of course, now we're back on throw. A nice multi-treble visit to kick off this 7th leg. Crucial point in the game, and this is nice. Nice reply from Marsh. As I say, both players very good friends, teammates, travelled here to this competition, and well, they're just bringing the best out of each other here, aren't they? Because every visit has at least 1 or 2 trebles, isn't it? Well, this is a really great effort from both players here. Marsh is in again. And he is in a prime position here to break straight back on 42 after 9 darts. And nothing more he can do other than set it up and hope that Marsh misses. Potential 11 dart leg here, double 16. Double 8, he'll take a 12. 12 he gets. What a fantastic leg of darts that is from those 2 players. Great, great effort. And Marsh has dragged his... you can see him smiling there. You can see they're both pleased with their efforts there. But, yeah, Marsh has dragged his average up above the 90. And another solid visit to kick things off in this 8th leg. Yes, you just have to think that if Marsh keeps playing like this, then results will certainly come in Wigan and Barnsley, or wherever the PDC Tour heads to next. PDC Challenge Tour, of course, that is. Was he certainly giving Marsh a good run for his money here, and you would have to think that, well, he wasn't at Q School this year, and I don't think he's been previously, but certainly be competitive if he's going to play like this. 146 for Marsh. He's going to start on the 19s, can't be done now, but I hope to find a treble, which he does do. And was he back on 256? And Marsh will get 6 darts from here. 19 or 11, so double 16. Well, frustrated that he can't finish that one off, but we'll be back for double 4. Well, a good dart there from Marsh, and extends his lead to 5-3. And he goes within 1 of taking the title here. But Aussie will not go away here. He will not go down without a fight. And certainly making Marsh work for this as he ploughs in another 180. It's a good find there with his last visit, and both players very evenly matched in this leg. Was he just throwing with a bit of freedom now, knowing that he has to win the next 3 legs if he's going to take the title here? So often see that when players are staring down the barrel, they start to produce some really good stuff, throwing with a bit more freedom. Marsh certainly keeping pace. Was he just composing himself, making sure he leaves the right number? Wanted treble 12 for tops. So Marsh leaves 40, leaves tops, just in case Wazzy doesn't take this. Wazzy needs 16. Oh, and he's just missed the big number, would you believe it? Just at that crucial time, he's shaking his head. And, well, I think the pressure's just got to him there. But Marsh wants tops for the title. Oh, he thought it was in. He was walking. He was walking. Smiles to himself, but double 10 needs to adjust now. Whoa, he wants double 7. He can't quite get there. Shakes his head. Frustrated. Missed opportunity. Well, I think the two of them are having a joke there. But 6 or 10 for Wazzy. Double 18. Yeah, that is there. And Wazzy saves his skin with a 17 dart leg. And, well, he needs to now break the throw of Marsh, and that's looked pretty impenetrable so far, hasn't it? And that's going to be the only way that Wazzy's going to win this match. Marsh will look to draw on all that experience in previous weeks, those fantastic victories in Belgium. Should stand him in good stead here. Another ton. Just makes it so difficult for your opponent, doesn't it, if you just keep hitting at least one treble a turn to try and break the throw, although that's a nice response. Again, very even. All good darts here from Marsh. Another steady ton. And Wazzy needs to find something pretty special here. Well, it's pretty even Stevens. What now could do with a treble. Finds it with his last dart, and he's done that so many times in this match, hasn't he? Just when you think he isn't going to find a treble, he does. That's some nice pressure from Wazzy, in fairness. He'll have Shanghai if Marsh doesn't take this out. So one treble needed, it's definitely makeable. 12 or 4. And it's tops then for the title. Well, what a fantastic dart that is. A 104 checkout to take the win for Scott Marsh. Many congratulations to him on winning the title at Riley's Victoria this evening. Commiserations to Wazzy, and thank you for watching.